Hi there, it's Sunny from iPhone Life Hacks, and today we're going to look at your control center. So, where is the control center? It's actually hidden away off the bottom of the screen, so if you want to get to it, what you need to do is just pop your finger near the bottom of the screen and just swipe upwards, and there it is. Now, if you do this on your phone at the moment, then you will see a different looking control center, and that's because you'll be on the iOS 9 or earlier, unless you've done what I've done and you've downloaded the iOS 10 beta. The full iOS 10 is actually being launched in just a few days' time, so by the time you see this video, then it may look slightly different again. But right now we're playing with iOS 10 beta version. So the first thing that is different is that the buttons are bigger, the layout is different, and the music section is completely missing when you first swipe up. If you want to get to the music section, just swipe to the left within the control center, and there you are. There's a nice big panel there for you to control the music you're listening to and adjust the volume as well. Now let's just go back to where we were by swiping right, and let's just go through what you can actually do with your control center. So let's look at the buttons along the top. The top left shows an aeroplane. So if I want to just cancel all signals coming in and out of the phone, that's radio signals and phone signals and Wi-Fi. If we want to just cancel all that with just one tap, then I just press the aeroplane and there you go, we're in airplane mode. If I just get rid of the control center for a second, you can see in the top left very clearly that the aeroplane has arrived, showing that we have moved into airplane mode. The Wi-Fi symbol that you can see will actually disappear when you do this yourselves. The reason that I have it present and the little spots have arrived as well to show I have a phone signal. All that's arrived simply because I've plugged my phone into my Mac and so it's just operating a little bit differently. It's not even telling the right time, if I'm honest. So that's airplane mode, that's what that looks like. You won't, just to reiterate, you will not see a phone signal indicator, an antenna strength indicator, and you will not see a Wi-Fi logo either. So let's go back to our control center. I'm going to just swipe up from the bottom again. And airplane mode might be too much. You might say, well, I just don't want to get rid of everything. I just want to stop certain features. So let's tap the airplane again so we can bring back full usage of the signals. Now I don't have a SIM card in my phone, so a little message has popped up to remind me that there's no way we're going to get a phone signal here. That's not a problem, we just OK that. So the next button along is the Wi-Fi. If I want to switch the Wi-Fi off, then just tap that. Okay, and away it goes. Bring it back. Same for Bluetooth, that's the next one along. I can get rid of the Bluetooth. Okay, and then I can bring it back. The next one is your Do Not Disturb. So when this is on, okay, then you will not receive phone calls and you will not receive text messages at all unless you have created a list where people that are your favourite people in the whole wide world, they can still contact you anytime, but everybody else is excluded from getting through to you when Do Not Disturb is on. That's another feature, we can look at that another time. And then orientation lock is the last one along the top there. So if I tap that now, portrait orientation lock is on. That means that if I turn my phone into landscape mode, then it will not rotate. Okay, nothing will rotate on the screen. Everything will just stay looking sideways. So I'll take the lock off so the phone functions normally. Then there's brightness. Obviously I can slide that down. Okay, and you can see a bit of a dimming in the background there, and I can slide it back up again, make it all nice maximum brightness. Airplane mirroring. Now this is a feature where whatever's on your phone, you can actually send out the screen content directly onto another screen, and it just needs to go via an Apple device or any device really that actually is using AirPlay. So in this case, if I press AirPlay, then somewhere in my office there's an Apple TV, and if I were to select Apple TV, then the screen would actually go through that and all the information would appear on the monitor that's connected to the Apple TV. I'm not going to do that. And then AirDrop, this is a facility where you can just pass files on. It's great for passing photos from one phone to another. you just tap on AirDrop and just find out here who can actually see your phone, and as soon as you do that, then you will appear on their phone. They need to do the same thing at their end so that they appear on your phone, and then you can just pass files and photographs very, very simply and easily without having to mess about. It's a great feature. And then along the bottom we have a torch in the bottom left. So if I then move on to the next one and tap on that, we can see we have access to a timer. Now what I've done here by tapping on timer is actually gone directly into an app. That's not a problem as far as the control center is concerned. I can still swipe it from the bottom, and there you go. I can still get through to the control center. I can also now switch to the calculator, and of course I have the exact same feature. I can swipe it from the bottom, and there it is. And then of course there's the camera in the bottom right. So nice easy way to get to a few tools without having to kind of search around in settings and without having to go all around your phone trying to remember where it was you left your camera app or left your calculator. And then of course there's music. I think that looks pretty straightforward. You can just play music with the center button. You can skip back and forth, and you can change the volume. So that's absolutely wonderful. No problem with that whatsoever. Now let's go and look at settings. I'm just going to press my home button, and again, we're going to go into settings. And the reason we're going to go into here is because there is actually one or two things just to know about Control Center. So bearing in mind that the way to access Control Center is by swiping up from the bottom, you might feel that that's not something you want to have available on your lock screen, for example. So if someone's got hold of your phone, you don't really want them to play with any of the settings, so you can just switch that off, and now when you're on your lock screen, then you will not be able to get to the Control Center. And also, I showed you there that when I was in the timer app and when I was in the calculator, I could still get through to the Control Center. That's because this setting is switched on. If I actually switch that off, then we'll find that that's not possible anymore. So let me try and demonstrate that to you. So I'm back on home screen, swipe up from the bottom, and I'm going to go into the timer app. Okay, and now I'm going to swipe it from the bottom again, and we're not getting anywhere. I'm just tapping to hit the buttons which are on the menu at the bottom, and I'm not really actually getting any access at all to the control center. It's just not working for me at all. I need to go back to the home screen now, then swipe up from the bottom, and there it is. Okay, so that's not how I like my phone set up, so I'm going to go back to settings. I'm going to put access within apps back on again, and now when I go into my timer, again I can now swipe up from the bottom, and there you go, I've got my control center back, giving me full access. So that's fantastic. So there it is, folks, that's the control center. That's a little overview of what it can do for you, and also how to make sure whether you could get access to it via the lock screen or not, or whether you want access through the when you're in apps or not. Alright, I hope that's been really useful for you. My name's Sunny, I'm from iPhone Life Hacks. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.